I do wrong, better get me to work. One like a jumper, I'm feeling like Dirk. My page are addy, they wanna come lurk. They only feel good if they post it on perks. Living my life and it comes with the perks. Knew I could fuck when she gave me the smirk, but it was so easy again.
What's good, MarlonmadethatTV, back with another video, and today I got Younger Reckless review episode 7 and 8. You feel me? And if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications to be updated with my phone on new content. Other than that, I want to jump straight into this, so I'm reading off my notes here, so don't leave me out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a reviewer. You know what I mean? So some of the women had to clean up the office, you feel me? Kennedy is too funny, she's calling out, she has PJ pussy, you feel me? And it's too funny, PJ pussy, but chill. Because they might think y'all selling it, yeah. You feel me? You can't throw that word around to pussy, PJ pussy, because they might think y'all transporting pussy, you feel me? They're on their way to the PJ. They're on the PJ. I said they're on the way to the PJ. They're on the PJ on their way to Cancun. Feel me? Snow Blue has some shade towards Ferrari in her confessional. Like, what the fuck? So cussing them on the bus, and they're having a freaky ass truth or dare, like with them. Kennedy was sucking Yasmin's titties. They both some freaks. You feel what I'm saying? So then one of the questions was, do you eat ass or do you eat your man ass? And Ferrari's like, yeah, I eat ass, I eat boy ass, like, you feel me? And I was like, wait, hold on, Ferrari, who man ass you been eating? You feel me? Like, what the fuck? So then it cuts to the back. His two girls is Sai and Zanaya. They're sleeping in the back of the PJ. They're not really playing with none of the other females because they're not feeling it, you know.
The Platinum Bundle, unlimited rights, MP3,
what the
wave, and stems. Keep 100% profit for all beats included in this preview. Enough variety to inspire you and create a platinum album.
Yeah.
After buying, you'll get an exclusive 50% off code for the Discord server.
Yeah, Ferrari made a point. She said that some of the girls are unappreciative of the experience that they have because it's like other girls want your spot and y'all sitting back there not turning up with us and playing the games and shit like that. You know, it could have been other females on the PJ that would have been turned lit and y'all just sitting in the back, you feel me? It's like taking it for granted because there was mad the girls from a commercial that wanted to be on the PJ. So, Kayla calls out that Caribbean is boring and that she's a crybaby. You feel me? She's not fucking with that. So they make a joke about it, about that. Long story short, they make it to Cancun with the mariachi being in front of the house, you know, waiting for them, turning up and things of that nature. So Ferrari says to the girls before they eat, like, they went in, they seen the scenery, the dancing, they had margaritas, all that shit. So of course you know a fade coming. As soon as it's liquor, it's a fade. You know what I mean? So Ferrari calls out that if they have an issue, get it now. So Legacy and Nug, they start eyeing each other. They go head up. For that round one, I'm gonna go Nug. Nug was just tearing through Legacy. Like, for me, I don't think Legacy ever gonna be Nug, but Legacy tries though. You know what I'm saying? She gets in there and she does the best she can. But Nug, whew, that right hand. Nug ends up calling out half of the girls. On more so the new girls because they weren't really showing much, they weren't doing much, which you have to think. This is episode 7, but they only been filming for a day, so it's like you really can't show much in under a 24-hour period. And it's not even like y'all around each other for the full 24. You know what I mean? So it's like they want you to be entertained in the moment from the time you walk in to the time you leave. It's just like insane. So Nug calls Chastity pretty, but she's boring. Chastity expressed that she wanted to smash Nug, but you feel me? Like she looking at her crazy. Yasmin ended up checking Minnie for her having to fight Jules and that she needs that for Minnie. I'm just like, I feel like you're dragging it out. Like, the situation already happened and Minnie not really saying too much now. Like, you feel me? From episode 7 and 8, she's not really saying much. So, you know, Zanaya checks Henny for jumping her after they agreed to fight another time. Kayla, off that bunk juice is crazy. Yeah, she said she was off that bunk juice when she jumped her. I don't know if that's a liquor, you know what I mean? Jules is that girl. I said what I said. I feel like she's one of the personalities on the season that's making it lit. So for Ferrari to say she born to her to not being casted, it's just like, it's weird, bro. You feel me? I feel like she deserves her spot. She earned her spot. Like, she needs that. So I'm not gonna lie, Kennedy, you copped a plea with Lauren. Like, after they got all their fades out and everything off the way and everything off their chest, Lauren calls out Kennedy for a fade and Kennedy ducked it, honestly. But because they weren't gonna allow them to fight in front of everybody, they were gonna have them just do their one-on-one private session and get it going. But she didn't want that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you popping shit in the confessional, saying she dirty, saying she this, saying she that. And I like Kennedy. I think she's one of the most funniest people on the season. I'm not even gonna lie, if not the funniest. But Also, too, it comes to, I'm not saying you have to fight, but this show is young and reckless. It's like, if you're not getting reckless, well, you just young at this point, you know what I mean? And clearly, like, you and Lauren have a storyline or some tension, so why not get it off? You ran from her, literally. You know what I'm saying? She copping the police, she didn't want that. So after that, she wants to fight her. So Juan ends up trying to run after Lauren, try to get to Lauren. I'm like, you're not beating Lauren. Like, Juan, you didn't even beat up Alexis, and Alexis was saying you were straight just mack it, like right hits. Like, feel me? She not doing shit with Lauren, in my opinion. So there was no problem with her like running it up. I felt like you didn't really want that problem. Kennedy, why are you running through that though? That shit is comical because she literally ran the whole fucking pool yard to get away from Lauren. Like, she was not trying to fight her, but she may said a reason she's a rapper. She didn't want to go home with her face messed up and all that. But it's like, if you're on that show, don't be on this. Be on another show that doesn't cause you to, you know, have to try to use your hands to fight somebody. You in an environment where the nigga getting active is a 99% possibility. You know what I'm saying? So all that scary shit, you gotta throw that out the window, or figure out another show that is appropriate for you. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to reach a certain demographic, that's real shit. Kennedy, I fuck with you, but come on, that's scary. You know what I'm saying? You should have gotten that motherfucking field. You hiding behind Juan talking about, oh, that's my big sister. I bring my nose, y'all. You talking about that's your big sister, that's your woo and all this, but bro, you can't even stand 10 toes for yourself. I don't respect that. So they ended up getting the girls in their room. Lauren and Jasmine ended up getting paired. So Lauren hype, she mad, she won't get the Kennedy camp. Jasmine start confronting her like, you need to chill with all that when you in my room. So Lauren like, I'm not finna shut up, I'm not finna do that woo. So they get the bucket, they get the wallet. Next thing you know, they get to squaring up. Boom, Jasmine dropped Lauren off the first and one hit a critter. Boom. But I respect Lauren though. She got back up, she started putting Jasmine in the wall, started ooh. I ain't gonna lie, that first hit though, she dropped the fuck out of Lauren. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie, they both got in that motherfucker though. That fight was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know who won though, because Jasmine got that first hit, but then Lauren got up and started doing it to her. So it's just like, I don't know. I feel like they both got their shit off. Like, Lauren must have tried to hit Jasmine again. Oh yeah, she goes to try to hit Jasmine again through security. Ferrari says in her confessionals that, oh, this is like younger records, which I know I'm supposed to be fighting and being crash outs and all that, but they weren't letting Lauren try to get to Kennedy, which was like, fuck that. I felt like Lauren should have been able to get to Kennedy because she was popping it like hard, and then acting like it was just all cool and shit like that. Like, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? Alright, boom, so cut to episode 8. It starts off with Caribbean by the pool talking about last night of everything. Chastity goes to check on Caribbean to see how she is, and they have a conversation saying that it's true. You can do more and be a star and personality on reality TV without having to always fight, you know what I'm saying? But it is, I will say though, it is kind of hard because most of the entertainment or top reality stars we do see or still watch, like, they've been in some type of altercation some way or another. So, but I do feel as though like fighting don't always make you like the top star or an interesting person with personality, you know, because you could be fighting for nothing. You could have hands but be fighting for nothing just because it's something to do. A lot of people do, Caribbean called it, she said a lot of people clout chase by calling out fades to get clout, and that's true. She said they thought that shit was sweet, ain't shit sweet but candy, you know what I'm saying? And that's real. Ferrari invites Caribbean to horseback riding, you know, just to get to know her a little more, you know, see what's going on in her mind. They share the fact that they got kids and things of that nature, and Caribbean mentions to Ferrari that she had a baby and stuff like that. That's why she was breastfeeding. She wasn't filming for, I think, like the first or second episode. That's why she wasn't really around. Ferrari says she's looking for bad bitches, not heavy hitters. This isn't South Central. Low-key, she's saying South Central Baddies is ghetto, and that's a fighting purpose show. And Young and Reckless is more like a classy, but you could get scrappy type of show. You know what I mean? Ferrari says she's looking for bad bitches, not heavy hitters. Caribbean horse starts tweaking, but you know the instructor gets that motherfucker back under control. So back at the office, Yaz must have yelled PJ pussy after security asked Caribbean like, yeah, PJ pussy, you know what I'm saying? After the security asked Caribbean was she going commercial, and she didn't know if Yaz was trying to be funny because she was flying private, or, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it just seemed like low-key she was fishing for a storyline to not seem boring, but I don't know. So Ferrari says, oh, like that's, you know what I'm saying, you should address that when we go to this activity. So Ferrari's preparing the ladies to go to an activity, which is they're going for a tequila, you know what I'm hold on, what is it? A tequila, it's like a tequinery. I said a tequinery. It's like a winery, but with tequila. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we just gonna go with that. So, Snow Blue. So Soul Blue mentions on the bus that Henny confronted her about something, wanted to say something to her when they got together in the circle. She didn't know what it was, but she felt it was about the Zanaya getting the jump comment. So, Zanaya and Sai. Oh, no. Zanaya tells the girls that Sai and Kennedy were planning on and ready to jump Kayla and Hennessy that night that Zanaya got jumped because they didn't like how that shit went down. You feel what I'm saying? So she tells the girls, but she said now she all up in their face, or both of them in their face, trying to be kiki, trying to be friends, on some weird shit. You know what I mean? So, Zanaya basically saying they were premeditating to try to jump Kayla and Hennessy. More so Hennessy for Sai and Kennedy, and then she wanted to get Kayla because they said they fuck with Kayla. Out of respect for her, they're not gonna touch her. You know what I'm saying? So, and it do make sense because they did load up, and then inside confessional, she said something that mentioned that, oh, I'm gonna defend my roommate or something, which she never did, by the way. She just like, listen, I got jumping. That was that. You know what I mean? At least from what we seen on camera. So, yeah, locking the sock. They on some sand pucky shit. Them motherfuckers is butter sock. Do some shit in the sock, start swinging that bitch. You feel me? So Caribbean asks Yaz on the bus, was she trying to be funny with the PJ Pussy comment? She said, no, I wasn't trying to offend you. I think you a dope girl. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to be funny. So then it cuts back to the other bus. And Jules checked Amber for being buddy-buddy with Kayla and Henny, even though she fought them. Like, they literally jumped her and tried to fight her, you know what I mean? For helping out Zanaya. And Zanaya pointed out, that's not your friend. You know what I'm saying? If Jules is your homegirl, y'all clicking up, y'all doing bookings together, getting money. Y'all been to each other's houses, y'all know your peoples. It's like, ride for your peoples. Don't be just in somebody's face because you intimidated by them or you scared that something will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? So, Amber timid. After she fought Minnie, she was very timid. You could, like, tell her vibe, like, switch. I felt like it was just, you could tell it was fucking with her. Yeah, that's not your friend, and you can't be chopping it with the ops, you feel me? The ladies make it to the beach. It looks beautiful, I ain't gonna lie. That's what it's called. They're going on tequila tasting, you feel me? Amber makes Kayla and Jules talk their issues out. Not really, but, you know, just some, and it was like shady comments. Like, she was just like, yeah, you a little bitch, but you got, you strong, you know? It's just like little shit like that. It's just, you gotta watch people undertone, because Kayla, she very, like, shady. So Amber's like, oh yeah, I brought my black and brown people together. I'm just like, yeah, we gonna see how long that lasts. And Amber did make a point though. She said viewers, like the viewers and people, like not producers, but viewers, in my opinion, viewers and producers and things of that nature want to see people maybe, you know, skin colors fight and some, you know, Gladiator 300 shit. And it's cool, you know what I'm saying, when you get in the bag and you're doing that shit, but it could be like detrimental, you know what I'm saying? So it is something that if you can talk about your issues, that shit dope too, you know what I'm saying? No matter who you are, no matter what color you use, you know? So, Kayla shades Jules in her confessionals. Like, I knew it. It was just like, nah, that shit ain't last long. Ferrari doesn't know what 8 means, because Meg was like, oh, you ate with that, because she was telling the girls, oh, don't do nothing on this boat, you about to do this and do that, like, well, not the boat, the tequila taste, she's like, don't do this, don't do that, you know what I'm saying, woo, woo. And Meg like, you ate, and Ferrari's like, huh? Like, what? We ate, like, hungry, it's like, a plate, like, she didn't know what that meant. So, Legacy tells Ferrari about the jumping situation being messy, you know, with Kennedy inside. They didn't like that, so Kennedy overheard it, and she starts crying and saying that they're playing with her. I said, what the fuck? And in her confessional, she said she was getting mad because she wanted to confront Legacy, but she couldn't. She wanted to fight her there and there, but it was like, no, you needed to fight Zanaya, because Zanaya was the one who said y'all said this shit. You know what I'm saying? That energy should have been more towards Zanaya than Legacy, if anything. Legacy was being messy, so it's more of a, you should have chatted with her, but you shouldn't have really try to fight her. She's not your issue, you know what I mean? And then you gotta watch out for Kayla and Hennessy, because they could still feel some way, you know what I mean? So she started crying, saying you're playing with her. Kennedy wants to run that with Legacy for starting shit, but it really should be Zanaya who she should be checking, like I said. So then they try to calm Kennedy down, like, calm down, you know, you're embarrassing us, just relax, just, you know. So they go to the tequila tasting, and they're showing them the steps on how to actually drink tequila. And fun fact, you know what I'm saying, all the tequila that y'all be drinking for my drinkers out there, viewers, yeah, that shit's fake, that shit's fraud. You know what I'm saying? Go to Mexico and get you the real cocaine and shit. You feel what I'm saying? The real raw cut from the motherfucking barrel shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they said all the main brands in America are cap. You know what I mean? And then the instructor feeds them the coochie drink. I don't know who the coochie drink. You feel me? He's trying to get their pussy juices wet off the rim. You want them to take a shot and bust them legs open. You feel what I'm saying? They all, yeah, my coochie. You know what I'm saying? They all just take a shot. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So now they're planning on going on the boat ride, but before that, they're going to have a conversation. So this is when Henny checks Snow Blue and feels as though she switched up her statement when they were on the PJ from when they got in the house. You know what I'm saying? And she didn't like that because she said, you literally said I didn't hit that girl, and then you turned around and said, oh yeah, I jumped her and did this. Like, that's weird. So, but I would say Blue stood her ground. She was like, I'm not your friend. We're not cool, so who am I to go to defend you? And you know what I'm saying? Like, tell you, you know what I mean? Like, we're not cool like that, so why should I stand up and stick up for you? So Snow Blue, I applaud you for that, because she could have got the plea, but she didn't. So it turns to Sai and Kennedy. They're sticking up for themselves about the jumper rumor, because they now turn from Snow Blue and Henny to Henny confronting Sai and Sai and Kennedy, because she feels as though what Zanaya did say is true, because it's like she seen them that night and they was suited and booted. So she was like, y'all was ready to do something, but clearly y'all didn't do it. So I do feel as though Sai and Kennedy are lying just to save face, because they don't want to beef with Henny and Kayla, but you know, it is what it is. And it cuts from there. The ladies start to argue with D, and then it comes off the next scene. But hey, you stay to the end of the video. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notification bells to be alerted with all forms of new content. Other than that, I'm out of here. Yeah.